Okay, good afternoon, everyone. So, as I mentioned on Saturday, this past Saturday, I was going to be offering every day kind of a short little video, something to be kind of a little uplifting, something maybe to encourage us, maybe just something to grow in knowledge of the faith. And so, anyways, for today's, what I'm calling now the NBBA, the Not by Bread Alone. So for this section today, I just want to, briefly talk about fasting. Maybe some of us gave up a lot of stuff for Lent. Maybe we gave up sweets or coffee, or maybe we gave up things like Facebook, or maybe we gave up things like TV, or maybe we gave up some other different things. And maybe we found it a little hard in these last few days, even these last couple of weeks, to kind of keep dedicated to that. Now, of course, as a reminder, we are obligated as Catholics to abstain from eating meat on Fridays, especially during Lent. And so we need to continue that practice, right? But for our own personal penances that we've taken upon ourselves, these acts that we have done trying to prepare our hearts well for Easter, maybe we've grown a little lax in them. Of course, this is kind of like New Year's resolutions, where people kind of make good resolutions, but then they come back off of them. They give themselves permissions. So I would like to encourage us again, asking everyone out there who's watching to dedicate yourself to a certain type of fasting. Now, maybe you've already done well with your Lenten penances. Maybe you're rocking it, and I hope that you are. But if you're not, or even if you are, maybe consider taking on another fasting, another type of offering up, a type of penance to accompany our prayer as we are giving over to God all of these prayers and our intentions for the coronavirus to be quickly dispelled, for us to be returned, especially to our time together, our Mass, and the celebration of the Eucharist in the Church. And so I pull out from Ezra, the book of Ezra in the Old Testament, from chapter 8, verse 23. This little passage is so powerful. So we fasted and petitioned our God about this, and he answered our prayers. We fasted and petitioned God about this, and then he answered our prayers. Ezra chapter 8, verse 23. So in this, to kind of give us this idea that there is this great kind of intensification when we offer up something, when we fast from something, when we give this over and make a real sacrificial gift. Because in this way, too, then we are saying to God, God, I'm committed. I really am. I'm not just lip service. I'm not just saying prayers just for to kind of make my conscience feel better. It's kind of like how we've had these in the past. We've had these kind of hashtag campaigns just to kind of raise awareness, but then there's really nothing done about it. People say, "Oh, well, we're just raising awareness." Well, okay, but how does anything ever change? How does action ever happen? And so God calls us into this. He teaches us this way, that we ought to also offer up our sacrifice, our fasting. Jesus himself offered up 40 days and 40 nights of fasting for us. And so when we pray, to intensify our prayer before God, before that throne room of heaven, let us kind of add a little boost to it. Let's step it up a little bit and offer something, take on a new fasting, a new sacrifice until we can come back into the house of God together and to worship. Let us take something up. Take something that, is maybe not too hard, but is also not too easy on us. Something that we can truly offer up and that we commit to it. And to be a recommittal every time that we bring our prayers before the Lord. And so, with that, I'll leave you off for today. With my words, I try to always leave you with that God be with you always.